Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the brand new show, The Feed Mix. I am your host, Hunter Hastings, and it is October 24th, 2014. So, this is a show where we're going to go through a mix of some of the biggest stories that went down during the month, in this case, the month of October. So, on the show today, we're going to be talking about 2014 in music and all of the songs about butts. Kesha versus Dr. Luke. Who is telling the truth? Amanda Bynes is in the hospital for her recent activities. We can talk about that. Plus, Ariana Grande and Big Sean, they have confirmed that they are dating after lots of rumors. So this is the Feed Mix. So before we get going, talking about those stories that I just mentioned, just to give you a little bit of background on the show, I'm going to try to do a new episode about once a month. Your job during this first episode, just drop me a comment, let me know what you think about the show. Either do that in the YouTube comments, you can tweet me at _HunterHastings is my Twitter handle, or you can drop us a comment on our website. The link to that is thefeedent.ulysite.com. And just let me know what you think about the show so I can continue doing it if you like it. A little bit about where we're doing the show. This studio, I've been using the studio since 2007, all the way back when I started a show called Kids Daily. Used it for that all the way up until 2013. It's been through a lot of redesigns. That show is still up online, so if you're curious, just search for Kids Daily, because I did it in here. It's went through a lot of changes though. Most recently in 2012, we kind of redesigned the studio. Then in 2013, we branched off from Kids Daily, and I moved on to my own, because I used to do it with my cousin. Moved on to a show called The Feed. Did that for 5 episodes. Didn't like the direction of the show. Stopped doing that, and now we are where we are now in 2014, doing The Feed Mix. Which, if you didn't know, it's going to be like a podcast type show, running about 25-30 minutes, where I just talk about some of the biggest stories, a mix of them, that have gone down during the month. Okay, so with me and my long discussion there done, let's go ahead and get into some of the stories. Our featured story of the month, in this case, is kind of the end of the year now, believe it or not. 2014 kind of flew by as far as the year, and 2014 brought us some music. And you might have noticed a theme in the music of the year. A lot of the bigger songs that charted were about one thing that everybody has. It's the thing that I'm sitting on. Butts. So I think this butt thing kind of goes back quite a few years to begin with. So if you go back to the 90s, we had Sir Mix-a-Lot. He had this song called Baby Got Back. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and I feel like that is when butts and music kind of met for the first time. Then I'm sure there was a bunch of other songs, but then the next highly notable one came out in 2010 by a guy of the name Big Sean, and it was called Ass, 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 Ass. You know that song? With Nicki Minaj. How your waist anorexic and then your ass is colossal, like whoop. Drop that ass, make it boomerang. Then we get into 2014. Jason Derulo, he came out with this song called Wiggle with Snoop Dogg. You know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then Nicki Minaj obviously liked the butt direction because she did Ass with Big Sean. Then she moved on to do her own song, which is a remix of another song about butts. Baby Got Back. She did Anaconda. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Oh my gosh. Look at her butt. This song heavily samples Baby Got Back. And then we have Meghan Trainor, who is like, I'm tired of people making fun of people with big fat butts. So I'm gonna write a song about, hey, big butts are awesome.
I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
And then most recently we have Jennifer Lopez and Iggy Azalea. They had a song come out called Booty, which again is just talking about butts.
Big booty, but you got a big booty. Big booty, but you got a big booty.
So the question is why? Why are all these songs all of a sudden coming out about butts? I mean, we've had countless songs just in the year 2014, more than in any other year, about butts. We have Wiggle, Anaconda, all about that bass, Booty. Just a lot of songs about butts in some way or another. Which then leads me to the question of the episode. Do you think there will be a lot of songs about butts in 2015? You can let us know by filling out this month's poll. Do that at our website, that is thefeedent.ulsite.com/poll. Next time on the show, we'll recap what you guys said on if 2015 is going to be another year about butts, because 2014 surely was. Alright, let's move on from talking about butts, although I'd like to talk about butts for a very long time, but I mean, butts are fun. Butts are awesome. You heard it here first. Butts are awesome. Quote that. Butts are awesome. But let's move on. We're going to talk about Kesha and Dr. Luke. So Kesha, very big celebrity. She's had big hit songs like TikTok, Die Young, just to name a few. Now all of these big hit songs of hers were produced by Dr. Luke, who has worked with several different celebrities on several different songs. He's a pretty big producer out there. Well, Kesha has worked with him for 10 years, and she decided to file a lawsuit with him, claiming that she was sexually assaulted by him. She said that he made repeated sexual advances towards her, would force her to use drugs and alcohol. She also said that he forced her to snort something before getting on a plane, and during that trip he forced himself onto her while she was drugged. She notes that this abuse also led to her eating disorder, which she actually sought rehab for earlier this year. Luke has since, this is the interesting part, Luke has since filed a claim back, suing her, saying that she just wants to get out of her legal contract with him. So it's a very interesting story. I mean, there has to be someone who is telling the truth and someone who is lying here. And who is it? Is Kesha telling the truth, or is Dr. Luke telling the truth? And when you look at it, they've worked together for a very long time. 10 years, that's a very long time for this all of a sudden to come out. She claims that she has been suffering for years. Earlier this year, she stated that she did admit to Dr. Luke calling her fat and saying she's like a refrigerator. But and also in Kesha's case, she also has stated many times that she feels like she couldn't release her creative input under Dr. Luke's control. So I mean, it does seem it does seem like it would make sense for her to come out and say this, considering that she could get out of her contract with him. But then again, I mean, looking at Dr. Luke, he kind of looks like a shady man, honestly. So I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Hopefully we'll find some answers at who is telling the truth. But I want to know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Let me know. Do you think Kesha is telling the truth, or do you think she's just trying to get out of her contract and all of this is fake? Because she actually, a few years ago back, she was in like a deposition type thing where she admitted that Dr. Luke hasn't done anything to her. I forget what she was being questioned about. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. Very interesting to find out, because we thought that everything was good between them. Thought that Kesha was going to release a new album soon, but this is probably going to stall that down. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on with that. And we're gonna move on. Amanda Bynes. Damn, Amanda Bynes is just freaking crazy. A lot of people are just saying that she is just an idiot, and I wouldn't go that far. I think she just has some serious mental problems. Let's kind of highlight some of the things that have been going on with her recently. Obviously, in general, she's had a lot of problems. But just recently, in the past few months, back in September, she got arrested for driving under the influence. It's not the first time that this has happened. Cop determined that she was under the influence. Sources also say that she was on drugs, probably weed. So she was pulled over, arrested, and this it is triggering some legal problems. She's already on probation for past problems that she had. She was convicted of reckless driving back in February, so that went down. Then, just literally not even 2 weeks after that, she went on to Twitter with this very weird Twitter rant, saying that she was engaged to a 19-year-old, which is very weird considering how old she is. She says that she just wants to have sex with men, and that she wants to now get married to this guy just so she can have sex with him. She also says that she doesn't enjoy driving, so she wants to settle in New York because she doesn't like the way she looks in a car, and obviously in New York you don't want to drive around a lot, everything's really close. She thinks that the lighting is very bad, so just a very weird comment from her. She also says that she doesn't want to have any girl children because that would make her feel jealous of her children. She would think that they would look better than her. And also on Twitter, she ranted about her parents, saying that they abused her as a kid and all kinds of just crazy stuff. So what her parents actually did was they tricked her to coming to LA. She arrived in LA, went directly to a hospital outside of it. Doctors placed her on an involuntary psychiatric hold. Amanda actually thought she was going to the London hotel, and her parents were there with her attorney to meet. In fact, the parents made arrangements with the car service to take her there because her parents obviously recognized that she needs some serious help, which is good on her parents' part for trying to take control. She'll be held there for 14 days. Hopefully they'll get that extended. The parents are trying to get that extended because she just can't be on her own right now. There's some serious mental issues on her part. Don't know what's going on in her head, but some serious issues going on there. I feel kind of bad for her because of all this going on. I feel like there's obviously she's mentally not there, so don't want to hate on her, but she just needs help. She's a good actor, though. She did good in Easy A, so hopefully she'll get back on track. Several stars have done this. Demi Lovato, Britney Spears, they've all been kind of loony and then got help, and now look at them. So let's move on to our last story. We're going to cover Ariana Grande, Big Sean. Some serious information going on with them. So back in August, Ariana Grande broke up with her boyfriend, who she's been on and off with for a long time, Jay Brooks. It's Jay. I think you pronounce it Jay Brooks. So they broke up, and then Ariana Grande was seen with Big Sean at the MTV Video Music Awards backstage, holding hands. And Ariana Grande and Big Sean had some history together before that. They collaborated on her first album, Yours Truly, back last year in 2013. They had a single that came out last year called Right There. Ariana Grande Big Sean song. And so we thought, oh, okay, cool. Ariana Grande collaborating with Big Sean. I mean, she's collaborated with others on that album. She had Mac Miller on there, Nathan Sykes on there from The Wanted. So we just thought, just another song. And then things really started to heat up this past August when they were seen hugging at the backstage. Then Ariana released another song with Big Sean called Best Mistake, off of her newer album called My Everything, which is out now, by the way. So we're like, okay, what's going on? The hand holding at the VMAs, 2 collaborations, not to mention that Big Sean also collaborated with her on one of her biggest singles to date, Problem. Big Sean wasn't credited in the song, but he's actually the guy that whispers, "One less problem about you," so he's technically in the song. He's doing that. So Ariana Grande, Big Sean, 3 different songs in the past year together, hand-holding at the VMAs. And then when her album came out, Big Sean posted her album cover onto Instagram saying, "Ariana's #1 in 80 countries. So great when good things happen to good people. I'm more than proud of you at Ariana Grande and grateful to be a part of it." So then we're gonna move on to so things were going off, and then in September, Big Sean was with her during her Saturday Night Live performance, and then in October they were seen making out at Universal Studios' Revenge of the Mummy ride. So what happened with this is they went on the ride, and then a new photo surfaced, as you can see right here, and then their lips are locked. Everyone around them is, scared with their hands in the air, and they're just making out. Making out. And even more interesting, after this, when asked, both of them were interviewed several times by different peoples. Both of them always would say, no, we're not dating. We're not together. We're just really good friends who like to kiss each other and hold hands and all that crap. And then finally, late this month, they finally, confirmed what we already knew, that we've been covering, that they are both together and in love. So, good for them. They make a good couple. Ariana Grande is a good-looking girl for Big Sean, and Ariana's Grande's vantage point. They don't call him Big Sean for nothing. So, glad that they are together. Do you think that they make a couple? You can let us know that by dropping a comment down below. But yeah, they're together. No denying it now. Alright guys, that is it for the first ever episode of the show, The Feed Mix. If you're still hanging out with me, thank you for watching the first ever episode of the show. Congratulations, you'll reach the end. We'll have another new episode out towards the end of next month, probably the Black Friday weekend on that day. Thank you for checking out the show again. Let me know what you thought, either in the YouTube comments, on our website, or my Twitter at @HunterHastings_. By the way, check out our website, that is thefeedent.ulsi.com. And we'll be back in a few weeks with another episode of the show. Sorry, that is the dog Maggie, who hangs out here. Maggie, be quiet! Maggie! Shush! Alright guys, thank you for checking out the show. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking the, there's a gigantic subscribe button down below. Feel free to click it to subscribe to our channel, or check out our website by clicking the box right below. There's 2 boxes. I'm in one of the boxes, and then in another box right down below is our website. Click that box to go to our website. Also, be sure to check us out on social media. We are on Twitter. The Twitter for us is @thefeedent. We're on Instagram, thefeedent. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/thefeedent. Links to all that, by the way, if you can't type, is in the description. And I have 2 other YouTube channels that I do. I have a vlog channel for vlogs, where I do vlogs. Sometimes. Rarely, but sometimes. And I have a gaming channel, where I play gaming videos. Check that out, youtube.com/HunterHastingsGaming. and I think I said it, but youtube.com/JaysonsVlogs is the vlog channel. So those are my 2 other channels. Alright guys, until whenever, I will talk to you guys again later. Thank you for checking out the show. Goodbye.